and says,
I'll be right back.
I cannot take this insult that House Sorlaran, a lesser house, is going to take the city of Gauntlgrim to be their own city. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable in the eyes of Lolth. My sons, I expect you to do something about this. I grow tired of these things. Bring forth the prisoners. Meanwhile, in another part of the house itself, there is a cell with a snake woman and, frankly, Cicerus, you were actually exploring this town and the city with your own drow contacts, but were shot with drow poison darts and knocked unconscious.
Immune to poisons. It's a natural trait.
Yes, which you found to be a laughing matter until, 20 drow came out and basically bludgeoned you unconscious.
Okay.
Good save. I love it.
And you fought your best, but when you woke up, you were in this cell. Basically just manacled and shackled. And next to you was a drow woman. And Eska, what is your character's name again?
Her first name is Shazale. The last name stuff, I just put a bunch of stuff in the PM for you about what that might actually be.
Yeah, no, Shazale, you were also actually going through the drow markets and asking certain questions and things that it might not be a good idea to ask. And you were also shot by darts on your way back to your house. And when you woke up, you found yourself looking over at this snake-like humanoid woman. And Vindelier. Very similar. You were making contact with some contacts from Bregendarf, who you have been doing so for quite a while. And you know Menza Branson to be a very treacherous place. And a similar thing was happening to you, and you actually managed to fight it off for quite a while until finally you were surrounded by, and you could actually tell that these were house rogues, not of anyone that you had actually met before, but eventually there was a giant elf, dark elf, that came up to you and struck you unconscious. And the three of you have now woken up in this cell together. Now, the cell, you are all awake now, is very dark. It's very nasty looking. And it's got a very stiff set of very magical and strong iron bars that make up the front of the cell. You can tell that you are in a high drow house, keeping you shackled here. And you are very much shackled inside the cell as well.
Do I still have Steve?
Yes, you do. You can actually feel Steve wriggling around and wrapped around you.
Okay, good.
Steve was not taken from you, much like the rest of your equipment was. And you all feel this, that your equipment was taken. Not that Steve is wriggling around.
That would be strange.
He means strange.
This is a very long snake that's everywhere.
I'm so glad I'm the only one starting outside of prison. Just wanted to...
I mean, technically I started in a market.
Yeah.
Do I still
mean,
have my
but-
focused
And all of
spider medallion?
No.
Okay.
That was good.
So yes, you're all conscious, and you can see these other two people with you.
I will try to slip through my ropes. See if I can get them off.
Yeah, so they are chain manacles.
Ah, manacles. I will still fidget for a little while, trying to assess how tightly bound I am.
All right. Pretty tight. These drow don't screw around. When it comes to their manacles, they definitely seem to know what they're doing. And yeah, the other two of you, you do see this snake woman kind of wriggling around in her chains.
Any luck?
These are very tight.
Grow bored of this.
Steve could help you to the next world if you wish.
Steve?
Steve. And then the snake pokes his little head out to look at them, and then goes back in the sleeve.
Adorable.
I've killed more than a few of his kind.
I'm certain you have. Not many care for the likes of Steve. But I care. And she's going to, stick her tongue down her shirt to tongue at Steve a little bit.
Wow, they're making out over here. not really like this.
Meanwhile, back in the chamber...
No, let's see what...
That was a character. For sure.
Meanwhile, back in the chamber, the armed goat chamber, Matron Mother Mesberis turns to Mulveus. She says, "My son, please go down to the dungeons and bring these swine up to see me. Take 4 guards with you. I want to make sure that they don't do anything stupid." And Mulveus just simply bows. And she turns to you. Sorry, Drazen. Says, "My son, come to me. I'd like to speak with you before they arrive." And off goes Mulveus and 4 of the house guards. And you also notice that there is Teirul, your older sister. She is a high priestess. She is there as well. But, your mother doesn't seem to pay her too much mind. And your mother basically says to you, "My son, I have a great task for you."
I'm sure.
"Don't speak to me like that, boy." And she backhands you. You will do what your family asks of you. Do you understand?
Of course, Mother. I would never think of doing anything else.
That's better.
Immune to sarcasm.
There are demons in the Underdark. You know this. We all know this. Don't talk to me like that. I can sense your sarcasm. I am no fool. Now, there are demons in the Underdark, son. And I want you to deal with them. Now, you will take a few of our house guard, and you will take these prisoners. I think they have value. And we are going to bring them in here and tell them that they are going to follow you, and you will make them follow you. If you do not, then, well, you know what that means. Do not let me down.
You could always just kill me right here if you're gonna send me on a suicide mission.
I expect you to come back. She does seem genuine.
Insight check.
Okay, do an insight check.
20.
That well out.
Dirty 20. Oh, wait, sorry. Insight. No, I got a -1 to this. I was looking at the wrong thing. 12.
Okay.
I was looking at my intimidation.
Much different.
Your intimidation is that? Oh my god.
It's +7.
She does seem actual genuine to you. She, as much as you feel that she has contempt for you, she does.
Mutual.
She does actually have high expectations of you. She does think highly of you for a male. Now, meanwhile, back in the cells, all of you are greeted by... Yes, the dungeon cells. All of you are greeted by a very large drow. Like 6'8", kind of tall, just huge. And with him are a whole bunch of house guard. And they open your cell and come in. And he says, "You have been summoned by the matron mother." And he just simply goes up and starts unlocking all of your manacles.
Sisteress, flexes and rubs at her wrists and stuff.
Yeah, Vindelier will do the same.
Move! And with a giant kind of two-handed polearm, he kind of starts shoving you.
So if
Watch
I
your
were to
hand.
have a out of character, if I were to have a bracelet that turns into a garrote, would I still be wearing the bracelet?
Is it magical?
Nope. It's just cord.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sisteress will follow the directions and comply with the captors. To see.
Vindelier will
what's going
sigh and just see where this goes.
Well, Vias will basically start kind of shoving you all along. And
Still definitely have complaints about the manhandling from a male.
oh yeah, Yeah, you're
So many.
You're not loving this.
How dare?
The drow, the house guards are male as well. So
Yeah,
this is
she's
quite
not
an insult.
not pleased with any of that, but she'll still go to the matron mother because, yeah.
And eventually, yeah, you do find yourself in this kind of large chamber. And in front of you is this very regal-looking drow woman sitting upon a throne, where there are these kind of... It's very spider motif. And there are kind of like spiders all around her, kind of weaved into it, not like of stone. And there is one large giant spider actually behind the throne, quite alive. And next to her is... actually, I would like Kath for you to describe your character.
Oh god, I'm not even... Alright. I'm not sure if he is, but he's probably wearing medium armor. Like, leather. Like, I'm not there yet, but he's probably wearing like dark, like leather.
It's safe to say that you have basically drow
armor, like
armor,
spider motif, all the good stuff. Very like dark, like sort of clothing. I haven't really thought about this much yet. No apparent weapons on him. Actually, no, that's not true. He would have a scimitar.
Yeah.
More for show than anything, but
yeah.
White hair, red eyes, kind of wiry looking. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought a whole lot on this yet.
No, that's fair enough. And next to this wiry-looking fighter drow is indeed the matron mother of the house. And she is basically wearing like almost like a completely see-through kind of silk garment where you can very much see her body underneath. And the drow that was just described is on her right, and on her left is another male drow who is standing very powerful. And behind her is the giant spider, quite large and massive. And when you are kind of first come into this giant audience chamber where there are many columns actually around the throne itself, and it is also illuminated by almost like a magical light coming from behind the throne, illuminating the entire chamber in almost this purple light. You see her hand come up to wave you forward. And when that happens, the drow who has led you out of the dungeons basically starts shoving you forward.
As she is pushed.
My character, by the way, looks just so bored with all of this.
Actually, same.
Mine definitely looks mad about the treatment and stuff.
Yeah.
Mine is reserved and cautious.
And as you are all kind of pushed forward, eventually you are brought within like 15 feet of this woman. And when you are, the very large drow behind you kind of slams behind each of your knees to make you kneel. You each take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
I don't have health to roll yet, so
Yeah.
fun.
Cicerus will acquiesce. She'll kneel after the one kick or hit.
Giselle will be like, I mean, she'll go down and turn these and be like, what kind of house laws are meant to treat a woman this way?
And up will get the matron mother. And she will walk up to all of you. And she kind of looks at you each. And she does come by your character, Eska. Chazelle. And she kind of grabs you by the chin and looks you over a little bit and smirks. And then she kind of takes a step back. She says, I bet you're all wondering why you're here.
Yeah, I am.
Shut up! There is a problem in this city. And frankly, it's a problem in the Underdark.
The too many drow problem.
What race are you?
You be careful with your words.
She's like the dwarf version of a drow. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Be careful with your words, Druagar. The fact you are alive right now is simply a gift from me.
I'm so tempted to cast Stone of Truth.
She doesn't like it when people talk back.
I won't though. I'll hold off.
And yet you do it so well, boy.
It's a gift.
And she looks over at you.
Listening. I'm not hearing any answers.
And she's got the biggest death glare. And you know that this is kind of like...
I am fully expecting getting whipped right now. Like, I'm fully expecting it.
Yeah.
I'm totally judging her. I don't want to control this guy.
Yeah, like any drow woman would be so, like, appalled by this.
Yeah. Like, what?
He's trying to get himself killed.
I mean, it seems like it.
One shot.
My flaw is I have a sharp tongue, and I don't know how to sheath it. So...
Forked
I don't
tongue.
know.
She says, anyways, and looks over at you. Dres.
Feeling like
in the
made
Underdark.
fun of, like my eyes slit, like I'm not pleased that she decided to be rude about my tongue lisp.
There are demons in the Underdark, and there are demons in Menzoberranzan, and they cannot be controlled. We've seen this. Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't. And frankly, I don't care. What I want you to do is I want all of you to go to the city of Grackelstock. I want you to tell them that I would like to make an alliance. And if that's not acceptable to you, well, you can die here. I don't care. But if you accept, well, you will have earned my favor, and maybe the favor of Lolth. And she looks over at you, Eska. Sorry, I don't know. Shazale, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't written in the thing because we haven't finalized the last name. But I'll write the first at least.
So, I hope you'll accept. Because frankly, if you don't, it's a short end to your lives. But if you do, I will be sending my son, Drazen, to make sure you stay on your path.
As she said, I'll send my son. I'm gonna like motion to the other son and then be like, oh,
Like in Drow hand talk.
yeah. Well, no, just like for show for them, I'm gonna like gesture to the others. Like I don't remember his name, but
That would be Mobius. Yeah.
You would send us with that one.
Sorry, are you saying that to the matron mother?
Yes. Because she's clearly indicated the not very well-behaved son.
Yes, well, I think it's about time my son proved himself. He was quite pathetic in Mealy Mag Fair. Maybe now he can make his house proud.
I'm just gonna look at Giselle and say, I can be really charming.
Yes, I've seen it so far.
It'll look like you're doing that with a look?
I'm saying it. I'm looking at her as I say it.
Yeah, just do a general charisma check.
Okay. I've got +4 to this. 8.
Yeah.
Not inspiring.
He doesn't seem as charming as he says.
Yeah, he hasn't shown himself to be especially smart.
Yeah, like you're like, yeah, I'm not surprised this guy's being fucking sent away.
Oh yeah, like, that's why I was asking her. This guy, like, you're clearly trying to get rid of a problem.
Damn it. Alright. Fair, but damn it.
I mean, it's not like this can't.
No, it's funny though.
Yeah.
And if we accomplish this task, but the boy ends up dead, what then?
All the better, it would seem.
Task, that's the most important thing.
Oh, mother, you're too kind.
Prove well, Drazen. If you are seriously a Dilharm Go boy, you shouldn't die in such a simple task. Don't let me down.
I thought I already had, but alright. I'll try.
If you die, I can always make another.
I'll try harder.
Or maybe start trying.
Drazen, make sure that they have all of their equipment. And make sure to pick up that other prisoner on your way out.
Oh, there's more of these filth?
Yes, there's one more.
Hisses.
And that's where we're going to end off the starting. Because we don't know what the other prisoner is going to be.